Welcome to this episode of Social Distance Television, the show funded during the COVID-19 scare to make our students more aware.
From news to schoolwork, everything is constantly changing, and it's just hard to keep up with it all. We are here to bring you the latest updates on news and various student-made segments, so enjoy.
I'm Elena Pittman.
And I'm Devin Handy.
And you're watching
SDTV.
On today's show, we'll catch up with Sox news, see what's viral but in a good way, learn new ways to keep positive and stay busy, check in with the top or flop desk, and learn how you can vote for hidden talent contestants. But first, let's see what's in the news.
Maryland Governor Larry Hogan announced on Wednesday that he will lift the stay-at-home orders that have shuttered most businesses and churches for nearly 7 weeks.
Beginning 5 p.m. Friday, May 15th, just before this episode airs for the first time, some small shops and all religious organizations will be allowed to operate at 50% capacity, provided proper social distancing restrictions are followed, and local governments also say that it is safe. Ahmaud Arbery, who was killed while running in Georgia, would have turned 26. Supporters documented 2.23-mile runs and walks on his birthday to commemorate the date he was killed using the hashtags #RunWithMaud and #IRunWithMaud. On Tuesday, the Montgomery County Board of Education voted to give high school students the choice of whether to receive a letter grade for the second semester or opt for a pass or incomplete.
If they choose a letter grade, it will be one letter higher than their third marking period score. If they do not choose to receive a letter grade, it will become pass or incomplete, which will be recorded on their transcripts.
Montgomery College plans to start its fall 2020 classes online, then reintroduce in-person instruction, quote, if conditions improve, President Darion Pollard said in a statement on Tuesday.
That's all the news for this episode, but be sure to check back next show for more updates on current events.
As things start to open up around the country, no one is more excited than our colleagues over at Sox News. Let's check in to see what they have for us today.
Joining us now is a longtime friend of this show and author of Don't Apologize, Monetize. It's Sam Borensky.
How's it going, Sam?
Living the dream, friends. Living the dream.
Sounds like your town was one of the first to open up.
Gotta love C-Town. Come on. We survived 3 major chemical spills. You think some stupid virus is gonna keep us down? We got lead in our veins, I'm telling you.
We saw you on TV, out there protesting.
Can't keep us down, baby. Bowling alleys are open.
Looks like you were shouting at a nurse at one point?
Like she needed to do her protest next to ours? She had it coming. What's the first thing you're going to do when things really open up, Sam? I'm planning a big blowout gala for people with lupus. Lupus?
Wow, I didn't see that coming, Sam. Someone in your family is suffering from lupus?
No, not exactly. Got all this hydroxychloroquine. Gotta sell before I take a hit. Mm-hmm. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta...
That's all we have for you today. Stay safe, America.
It's always great to hear from Sox News. Now, let's check in with SDTV's own viral expert. What's viral, but in a good way, that is. Hannah has the latest on what's trending and worth checking out online. Let's see what she has.
Hey everyone, I'm Hannah, and welcome to Viral, but in a good way. Today, we're gonna get into some drama, specifically celebrities and their reactions to Corona. So I'm going to be ranking my top celebrity reactions, my bottom, aka not so good celebrity reactions. Keep in mind this is all my opinion in its entirety. Take it with a grain of salt. We're going to start out with my low list and then work our way up. Corona has brought out the many faces and bad moves from a variety of different celebrities, whether it be something you probably shouldn't have said to something it was well-intentioned but you probably shouldn't have done it. We're gonna go down. I have a list of 4 of celebrities that I'm gonna highlight. And I think the first one is probably the most famous. It's like, I guess we'll call it the Imagine incident. Wonder Woman herself set up a group of celebrities to sing a line from Imagine by John Lennon, and she chopped them all up and put them all next to each other, and then she posted it on her Instagram. It's been praised by a couple of people, but it was condemned by a lot of people, describing it as messy, hastily put together, tone deaf, and altogether uninspired. It's harsh, but in all honesty, the video achieves very little. The New York Times summed it up quite nicely, saying, "In times of crisis, some think it's enough to throw something slapdash together, serve it to the world, and hope it heals some people, but that's just not how things work." Moving right along, we're gonna talk about some well-meaning celebrities who did the wrong move. Harry Styles released Corona merch. It looks like this. It was well-intentioned. 100% of the profits from this shirt are going to the COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund for the World Health Organization. And while that is well-intentioned, fans were baffled. One person said, quote, "Let me get this straight. You are making merch for people, many of whom are currently unemployed, to buy to make a donation. There will now be factory workers required to be in close quarters to manufacture these items. The delivery drivers and shipment companies will be needed." So, it was a good idea. People like buying things when they feel like it's gonna help someone, but sort of with the time, it wasn't really fitting, it wasn't the best idea, because people should not be, working in close quarters, so. Last up on my list of celebrities who had not the best reaction to Corona is Vanessa Hudgens. You might know her because she starred in High School Musical. And early on in Corona, sort of when it was picking up traction on the news, she went on Instagram Live, and she said, "Even if everybody gets it, yeah, people are going to die, which is terrible, but inevitable." So obviously that was met with high amounts of backlash and disgust. Hudgens has since put out statements saying that she now realizes how insensitive this statement was. She says, quote, "This has been a huge wake-up call," and she has clarified that she is taking the situation seriously. All right, I'm sad. So let's move on to some of our happier celebrities, those who had just good reactions to Corona and did the right thing, either donating money or trying to provide some kind of positive entertainment that has impacts. They're helping out medical workers. And so I sort of split this up into categories. My first category, those who are donating money, either out of pocket or they're raising money for big organizations and charities and hospitals, etc. The first up is Lady Gaga, who raised $35 million in 7 days for the World Health Organization. Kylie Jenner, she donated $1 million towards medical face masks and other protective gear for medical workers. And Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively continued being the amazing couple that they are, and they donated $1 million to food banks. But there are also some celebrities who are reaching out to their fans directly and offering money to help them and provide some relief. One celebrity who has been giving money directly to her fans is Taylor Swift, who has offered upwards of $3,000 to individual people to help provide some relief. She's also given money to some small businesses to help them stay on their feet. And in a similar situation, beauty guru Jeffree Star has been cash-apping his fans money, and went even so far as to post, "I'm gonna give away $5,000 to 3 random people who retweet and follow him. Quarantine is lasting way longer than expected, and he wants to keep helping out." And he actually did end up giving $5,000 to 3 people. He posted his receipts. Last up on my list of people who are donating money and aiding people directly with supplies is Britney Spears, who has joined in the hashtag Do Your Part challenge, and she's going to be choosing 3 people from her DMs to help out during this difficult time. Those who are helping to make large-scale masks is designer Christian Siriano. He lives in New York, and Governor Cuomo had sort of been hitting home that medical workers are in dire need of masks, and Siriano went on Twitter and was like, "If you need help, I can help you." and the governor's office actually took him up on his offer. And Siriano and his team make around 500 to 600 masks per day, and they've made upwards of 7,000 masks already. And he's posted, quote, "We're open to whatever else they need now. Hospital gowns, another kind of mask with a filter in it, etc." Last up on my section of celebrities that are helping out are celebrities who are helping parents. Working from home is hard enough on its own, and it's gotta be even harder when you've got kids to take care of. But luckily, we've got some celebrities who are helping to shoulder some of that weight and provide some relief for parents. First up is couple Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. And at the beginning of April, they launched Camp Hello Bello, which is a virtual camp to help bring activities to kids to keep them busy as families stay home to help curb the spread of corona. They have virtual activities, they even have virtual camp counselors, and you can find them at camphellobello.com. And last up on my list is author Mo Willems, who you might know from books such as Elephant and Piggy and Who Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Well, he opened his studio up and had these lunchtime doodle sessions, which are available for free online. He said, quote, "With millions of learners attempting to grow and educate themselves in new circumstances, I've decided to invite everyone into my studio once a day for the next few weeks." So you can look him up online to catch a glimpse of his studio and also follow along and draw. It's a great distraction for kids and also if you just want to have some fun. All right, so that's it for my rundown of celebrities and their reactions to COVID-19. This was completely my opinion. If you disagree, go ahead. All right, that's it for this episode segment of Viral, but in a good way.
Thank you, Hannah. As this lockdown churns towards the 10-week mark, we need to find new ways to keep positive. Nothing works to keep people positive like the power of pasta. Let's see what Team Uplift has for us today in the kitchen.
Hello, my name is Lucas Elliott. Welcome back to another episode of Easy Fixins'. Today we're going to be doing some real tasty Swedish meatballs with some egg noodles. Let's get started with the ingredients. So for our sauce, we're going to need some Dijon mustard, butter, beef broth, soy sauce, and heavy cream. I mentioned flour too. And for our meatballs, we're just going to be using some good old frozen bag ones. For our first step, we have our oven heated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're just going to throw in our meatballs on a baking tray here for about 12 to 20 minutes. Next, we're going to cook up our egg noodles. So we have some boiling water here. So let's just pour in some of that goodness. There are 8 servings. All right, so that's plenty. Okay, so there's that going. Next up is to make our sauce. First, we're gonna take some butter. That should be enough. And placing it in a pan on medium heat. Just let that melt real quick. Butter's done, we're gonna pour in a 1/3 cup of flat regular baking flour. Mix that in, all on medium heat. And then we're gonna pour in our beef broth. Let's take the spoon out first. Just let all that mix up. Now that's been mixed up to like a real thick sauce, we're gonna lighten that up a little bit by adding 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. There we go. Now that our pasta's done, we're gonna strain it in there to go in there. And now for a few more minutes, we're just gonna do what we always do and let that marinate. Just slowly spinning around the sauce until it's nice and good. Ooh, they'll get nice and tasty. So we're gonna actually take those out now. They've been in for about 12 minutes. And we're just gonna pour them in with the sauce and let them finish in there over medium heat. So here's our finished product. As you can see, the sauce is just really blended quite excellently with the meatballs, just to make for a killer dish. Made a quick little salad from a bag, and yeah, that's our full meal. Enjoy.
Thank you for continuing to share ways to stay positive during these times. Now, if you're looking for another way to step back from the school and non-school related screen time, it's time to find a cozy spot in your house, turn off the overhead lights, and get out a flashlight. Yes, the students over at the Board and Buster desk are taking on shadow puppets, and not the Sox News type of puppets. Let's check it out.
don't even remember the last time I played with shadow puppets. This pandemic has exposed so many inequalities in our society. Libraries will be filled with the topic. In a strange, offbeat way, however, the pandemic has also been an equalizer of sorts. Take celebrities. Some celebrities have further advanced their star-studded status these last 9 weeks. Others have fallen a bit flat trying to stay relevant in these tough times. Let's check in with our top or flop desk to see what's happening in the world of famous.
Hi, welcome back to Top or Flop. I'm Ellie Strickland, and if there's one thing for sure, it's that celebrities, they're just like us. As always, I have 4 headlines in my hand of past celebrity activities from the week. I'll be going through each of them, discussing them, and then rating each of them as a top, love it, or a flop, not so much. Let's get started. Headline number 1. John Krasinski hosting some good news. Now, even though this man needs very little introduction, actor, writer, director, and producer John Krasinski, who is most known for his work as Jim Halpert from the TV show The Office, noticed a drought in everyday news when it came to just reporting on good events. Luckily for us, he made his own news channel titled Some Good News that is dedicated solely to reporting on good news around the world. And I definitely think that this goes without saying that this is really what we need right now. Just hearing positive news and knowing small acts of kindness are happening around the world still today make everyone feel good. And who better to tell us than Jim Halpert? If you want to watch any of the episodes, they are on YouTube and Instagram, and this, for me, is definitely a top. Headline number 2. Reese Witherspoon Draper James dress debacle. It's a mouthful. Okay, so Reese Witherspoon's clothing line, Draper James, recently was caught in some hot water. If you all don't know, the dress company posted on Instagram that they were giving free dresses away to teachers and essential workers to celebrate all of their hard work. Kind of like a Cinderella story reward. Unfortunately, this post, which was on Instagram, spread like wildfire, and the forum had up to 20,000 responses just after it being posted for 24 hours. Even more unfortunately, Draper James is a company that prides themselves on beautiful hand stitching, making it impossible to fill all of these requests in time. To make up for this, the company instead sent out an apology to these women and sent them $20 to $30 off coupons instead. But the coupons didn't help much, as some dresses from Draper James can reach up to $300. And most women complained, especially now that they don't just have that kind of money lying around. So what started out as hopefully, an uplifting movement became what looked like a marketing ploy. And I don't know what to say to this other than flop. Major, major flop. For our final headline of the day, Ariana Grande banning Carole Baskin from appearing in her new music video. Yes, you definitely heard that right. On May 7th, Ariana Grande released her music video for her song that she had rewrote with Justin Bieber, Stuck With You. The video includes multiple celebrity couples dancing in their houses. The song basically saying, even if we are stuck right now, there was no one I would rather be stuck with. Very cute. However, in a surprise twist of events, Carole Baskin, known popularly from the Netflix documentary Tiger King, posted a video of her and her husband dancing to the song in a clip styled very similarly to the clips shown in the official video. Ariana Grande responded on Twitter after seeing the clip, saying she does not want this clip to be used for or associated with her video, but then continued to say, quote, "But nonetheless, it exists, and that's unique." I don't know. Just because I'm rating these personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Carole Baskin in the video. I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun, or funny, at least. Just because I'm rating this personally, I'm gonna say flop and ask Ariana Grande to put Carole Baskin in the video. All right, those are all the headlines I have for today. Thank you again so much for watching Top or Flop. I'm Ellie Strickland, and be sure to keep tuning in to SDTV. Back to you, anchors.
between now and Monday at 11:59 p.m. Be sure to head over to tatlerextra.org to vote for a 2 Town finalists. The finals will compete while not covered by various emojis on next Friday's show. Definitely take a minute to vote for your talented classmates.
Finally, we want to clap out for a different group of people making life in our community more bearable. Today, let's all clap out for elected officials who put their constituents' safety during this pandemic above political interests.
That concludes this episode of Social Distance Television. Stay safe.
And check MCPS TV for more.